make a viral Instagram account using only AI. Watch closely because one reel can decide whether or not your next video blows up or if the potential is wasted. I've been studying for more than half a year how the Instagram algorithm works, and I'm going to show you how to exploit your account like mine, but faster and using AI. In 3 simple steps, I'll show you what the bigger creators won't. This is an account that gained 100,000 followers in 30 days with this method I'm about to show you. And there are tons of other accounts that blew up using this method also. So let's get right into it. The first step is really important. It's to actually create the account. Make sure the account is in a niche that you like so you won't lose interest and quit. You won't mind researching ideas because you will just be watching videos that you would have already been watching in the first place. You'll also want to pick a niche that isn't too small because there will be a small amount of people who will be interested in that niche. And that means less people overall will follow your account. We can ask ChatGPT for some name ideas in your niche. Once you have your name and niche, the next step is the most crucial step, and it's actually creating the content. There are 2 main AI generated content types I will focus on in this video: talking avatars and relatable text with a dynamic background. I recommend using both of these because the talking avatars take longer to make, but they are more engaging. And the dynamic background with text, you can crank out like 200 of them in 5 minutes. It's the perfect mixture of quality and quantity, which you need on Instagram. The frequent posts will build momentum on your page and earn trust points from Instagram, while the engaging avatars have a higher chance of going viral. These types of content are also very shareable and savable, which are the key factors in the Instagram algorithm. Now you know what goals to aim for when you start your page, and I'll also tell you in just a second why trust points are crucial on Instagram, even though no one ever explains it. But first, let me walk you through the steps of making the text with dynamic backgrounds and then the talking AI avatars. We need 2 AI tools to create this. First, we'll use ChatGPT, and we're gonna ask it to create 40 sets of facts. There needs to be a topic, a part 1, and a part 2. So I'm gonna type in some examples so it knows exactly what I want. And we're also going to format it in a certain way so we can easily paste it into our next tool. You can also ask it to create different types of facts, like relationship facts, motivational facts, Gen Z facts, animal facts, just different things. You can really get creative with it. Also, I wanted to emphasize that the quotes should be very relatable. This will increase our chances of people sharing the facts and saving them on their phone, which in return will result in the algorithm pushing it to more people. So click generate. Column 1 are the different types of facts, and column 2 is the beginning of the fact, and column 3 is like the reveal basically. Let's go to the next tool, Canva, and automate some of the editing so we can generate a lot of videos at once. Click the YouTube Shorts template, then create a blank template. Then let's just add some text placeholders for the topic, part 1 and part 2 text. So pick a cool background that matches the vibe of your video. If it's scary, go with a spooky background. If it's funny, do something light. It's pretty simple. Then click this and make it 6 seconds. Click this to remove any audio that we didn't want there. Then go to text and drag this out. This is going to be the topic. Then bring it to the top. Now let's add a style to it. Highlight it, click color, change it to whatever color you want, and add a background. Expand these text boxes to line up with the purple lines so that the text appears on the screen clearly and is readable. Now we have to make part 1 and part 2 show at different times. To do that, click on part 1 and click show timing. Drag the timing to about 3.5 seconds for part 1 and 2.5 seconds for part 2. This is a little retention hack because the beginning is longer. If people want to stay to see the answer, they will watch to the end and potentially rewatch it to read it if they didn't catch it the first time. We're going to use the bulk create tool now. Click apps, then bulk create and enter data manually. Now this is where our ChatGPT tables come in, and we can easily paste it in here because it's in table format already. Click done, right click on the topic, then connect data topic. Do the same for part 1 and part 2. Now we can finally drag part 2 where part 1 is so that it all shows in the same place. Hit continue, then hit generate. Download the pages as separate files so it gives you 40 different videos. Now for the talking AI avatars. I already have a video explaining it, but I'll just show you a quick rundown of the steps in the video. Okay, so we need to make a video like this. Wow, these videos are blowing up. First, we need a quote. Let's go to ChatGPT. Who told ChatGPT to give me 10 quotes from Andrew Tate? There's a lot of options, but I'm gonna go with this one. Anyways, we have our quote. Now we need a picture of Andrew Tate. I'm gonna look in the community feed and find the most realistic image. Then I'm gonna copy that prompt that created that image, and then I'm going to click AI image generation, then paste it here. But take out the parts of the prompt that mention the word woman or girl and replace it with man. As you can see, I've already been testing it out. Then I'm gonna drag an image of him from the internet. We're definitely picking this one and put it here. You don't need to add a picture off Google because the generator creates pictures perfectly fine from a prompt, but sometimes with social media influencers, it doesn't have the best reference. So that's why I added the picture. Then I'm gonna turn the guidance down to 6. So I'm gonna turn the strength up to 85. That's just how closely the AI will follow your picture. We really want it to look like Andrew Tate. Wow, that's actually so good. Now download it. Great, we have a picture now. Now we need a voice. I'm gonna use Top Media AI to generate a voice. Then I'm going to copy my quote from ChatGPT, then paste it in here. Next, I'm gonna search for Andrew Tate and click it, then click convert. Now we need to make it move. We're gonna use D-ID for this. Go to create a video, then upload your audio and your picture. Then click generate video.
Don't waste your time seeking validation from others. The only validation that matters is the one you give yourself.
Now the trust points. Trust points are how much the Instagram algorithm, trust you. The more trust points you earn, the more Instagram promotes your account on the Explore page. They want to make sure you won't stop generating content for their platform. So if you don't post consistently, then you won't gain trust points. On the other hand, if you do post consistently, you will gain trust points, along with other factors that matter like account age. That's basically how old your account is. Instagram is more cautious of newer accounts. Once my account passed 1 month, it got promoted a lot more. Bigger accounts on the Explore page have been generating content for forever and show no sign of stopping. So Instagram has no reason to push your account. Of course, there are some outliers, but in general, this seems to be the case. Well, at least from what I've observed. The last step is knowing these 2 other tips on how the algorithm works. The algorithm loves momentum. And what I mean by that is that once your account gets 1 boost in views, the algorithm keeps it going. Once I got my first 10,000 views on Instagram, my videos never dropped out of the thousands threshold. So think of Instagram as a game, and your account has to pass certain levels. And when you pass the levels, you don't really go back anymore. But in the beginning, you need to get as many eyes on your content as possible. And it's pretty easy to do that, as I already have a video explaining exactly how I did it when I first started. The final tip is the icing on the cake. This is how you keep what you've built growing. Once you get the momentum going, you have to keep up the consistency, which aligns with the trust points theory. My Instagram account was reaching millions of people every month, but I got lazy and stopped posting. And when I did, the reach went down a lot. So don't make that same mistake as me, as I have lost my momentum and it's almost like starting from scratch. Because now I'm getting 20 followers a day compared to my peak at 300 followers a day. If you want to see a video of me trying to revive the account, comment yes down so I know what you want. But posting a lot in the beginning stages of your account is not as important as posting when you get around 2,000 to 3,000 followers, because that's when your account growth starts going through the roof. When you finally get the momentum, keep up your consistency. These 2 tips together will explode your reach. Click here to see how to get as many eyes on your content as possible.